Oh! Come on! Welcome back, Stupid Fast Nation. How are you guys doing today? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Stupid Fast John, and I like to do all kinds of crazy, high horsepower related things. Sometimes not always high horsepower, but I just generally like to get my hands dirty and do wild and crazy creations of any sort. For those of you who've been following the channel, you would know 2 videos ago, we picked up this Mojave. For those of you watching the video, if you could do me a favor and just comment below something. I don't even care what it is. I mean, obviously within reason, stick to the community guidelines, but if you could just shoot me a comment below, I don't care what it is. Let me know what you think about the project. Let me know what you think about the channel. Let me know if you think my beard's too long. It doesn't matter what it is. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to see how many comments I can get on this video. I just want to see if it's going to help the video at all. So in the last video, or I should say 2 videos ago, we went and picked up this Kawasaki Mojave 250 sitting right behind me, right there in the corner of the garage. This thing's been sitting outside for over 2 whole years. I don't know if it's gonna start, but that's what we're gonna work on in this video. So I'm gonna pull that thing out under the light here so I can get some really good, clear, clean footage for you guys. We're gonna go over the basics of this quad. Basically, you need 3 things to run. That's fuel and air, compression, and an ignition source. So we're gonna work on those 3 things. We're gonna see if it's lacking any of those 3 things. And if it's not, this thing should fire up. And if not, we'll dig into why. So yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. We're gonna pull this thing out into the middle here, get the tires blown up, clean the carburetor out, check the spark plug, clean that up. I don't think I have a spare plug for that exact model. I'll check my inventory, see if I do. I'm gonna change the oil in it, and I'm gonna dump just a little bit of oil in the cylinder, and hopefully that lubricates the top end because it's been sitting for so long. Hopefully we get this thing to fire, guys. So sit tight and enjoy. All right, guys. Feels good to have the head strap on. Let's get this thing pulled out and get working on this. All right, guys. So I finally got the tires blown up in this thing. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to own one of these magnificent 4-wheelers. I mean, this thing is literally taking a beating. Let me tell you why. I saw a couple things already after I rolled it out. Number 1, there's 10 plugs in these tires. I had to put 10 tire plugs, 5 in each tire. This is no word of a lie, guys, okay? 5 tire plugs in each tire. You can see there's 5 right there. And then over here on this side, I put 5 more right there to get these tires to hold air. But, hey, they hold air. So that's what I need. I needed to hold air. The other thing, I couldn't figure out how to get this thing in neutral. I'm used to the Yamaha pattern where it's all the way click, 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 click down to first and then half click up. That puts you in neutral. Well, I tried that like 16 times, could not get this thing in neutral. Well, here I think the pattern is just a little bit different on these. I didn't look it up on Google yet, but it looked like when I clicked it up into first and then half clicked up, that it went into neutral. And now it rolls free as day. So that's that. I figured that out, I think, fingers crossed. When I started shifting the engine and then moving it back and forth to find neutral, water started pouring out of this thing. I don't know how good you can see it on the video footage, but there was a pile of water here all underneath of this thing. It looked like it was coming from the air filter box. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm gonna take that apart. we're gonna have to take the carburetor off and clean it regardless, so I might as well take the filter, leave that all open. Hopefully there's no water sitting in the carb or the cylinder. That's my fear, that water is down inside the crankcase and that those bearings started to rust up. So let's go ahead and try that out real quick, see what's going on. Cool thing about these Mojaves is they look fairly simple to work on. This will be the first one I've ever worked on, and I can tell you already, everything's got really simple access to it. And for being a cheaper four-wheeler, obviously this one was only $80. Oh, that is beautiful. You see that? Oh my God. Look at that. That is disgusting. What is that? A bird's nest? That's what it looks like. It looks like a bird's nest. How do they even get in there? There's no hole to get in there. I don't even see a place where they could have put all this stuff in there. That's crazy. Look at that. So that's that. Oh, you know what? I guess they would have been able to access it up here, huh? Yeah, they wouldn't have been able to go up here in the tube. Something really small, though. Holy crap. Jesus Lord, that has to be a rat's nest. That can't be a bird's nest. All right, guys. So let's check the oil. Checking the fluids in this thing. If she's got fluids in it, she might run. I don't see anything in there. Looking at the sight glass, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I don't really see anything in there. So we're gonna get some oil in that and definitely make sure this baby's all lubricated up. Coolant. Yes, that is it. That is what I wanted to see. So the coolant is full in this, okay? That is extremely important, guys. That, I'm telling you right there, between that, it not looking trashed in the bottom end, and the fact that it's got compression, see? It's got compression, which tells me she's gonna run. Let's get some oil in it. Yes. Yes. Mobile 1, 10 to be 30, perfect. I'm only gonna put enough to see it on the sight glass. I don't want too much in it. Look at that golden goodness. I love it. Tell you what, who wouldn't want to own one of these, man? This thing is just beautiful. It is in its prime. And there we go. Halfway up on the sight glass. Good to go. That's what I want to see. All right, oil's good, coolant's good. Let's get the tank off. Check the tank, the carb, and check the plug out. Let me grab some wrenches. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am blessed to own one of these. I love this thing. I mean, seriously, just look at it. It's in its prime. Uh-oh, there is stuff in there. Wait a second. They had the top of this hooked in to the inlet on the carburetor. I don't even want to drain that. I'm really nervous to see what's inside that. All right, let's get the plug off. Oh God, look at the cobwebs in there. I mean, just think about it, guys. This could be the new Banshee of the channel. Nah, that. Oh, it's loose. I'm not even... Why am I trying to use a socket if it's that loose? Thank you, Kawasaki, for making this thing so freaking tight. Piston looks good. I can see down in the hole. Plug doesn't look bad. It's just finding a freaking socket for it. 18 fits, but it doesn't fit in the hole. I have a thinner 18 plug socket to fit in there. I'm just going to dump just a little bit of oil down in there. I want this to be lubricated for the first time that we start this thing. So actually, I'll put some of the two-stroke mix in there so it doesn't kill the plug. And forget. That's nasty. Oh man, now the plug's shot. Note to self, face out of the way of fluids. And it seems to rotate all right, guys. That's a good thing. Let her get nice and lubed up. That's what we want. Yeah. There you go, Bessie. Suck all that oil in. Get all lubricated up. Gotta find a socket for this quick. I really don't want to grind one down. You can try that one. That one looks a little thinner than the last. Kawasaki, you're just making this really difficult on me. I'm telling you. It looks like it fits. You know what? I want to check spark before we do this. I'm assuming that's the on position. Oh my God, what is that?
Oh my God!
Do you see that? Oh my God. I don't even... Somebody was really desperate to ride this thing. Oh my, I don't even want to know who did that. I don't even want to know. What? Look at, they had this zippy tied onto there, and then there's $10 for a throttle cable on eBay. Who's that desperate? Oh my God, I don't even want to say that, because I'm sure there's people who don't make any money really and couldn't afford a throttle cable. So you know what? This thing is not going to run like that. I bet you that carbs froze up. That's why she doesn't move. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Anyways, yeah, so that kind of inhibits our ability to get this thing running, but even if we get it to idle, I'd be happy. And I can just do the throttle by hand. I can juke it by hand. Oh my God. All right, so let's find the key switch on this thing and turn that on. Where's the key for this thing? That ain't the key. Let's see, reverse switch. What the hell's the damn key on this thing? Maybe it's on already. Is there, no, the key there? I don't know where the hell the key is. Is there like a secret spot on this for that too that I'm missing? Probably. What the heck, man? There's gotta be a key on it. Well, you know what? Screw it. I'm not even gonna look for the key yet. I'm just gonna try kicking it over, seeing if we have any spark off this spark plug. If I don't gotta look for the key, then screw it. Oh! There it was. That's a jolt of spark. That's what I need to see. So guys, we've got a couple elements already. We've got compression, we've got ignition. Now we need to work on the fuel. We're lubricated, coolant for the head. That means the head's not blown because it retains coolant. We got oil on the bottom end. I don't see any corrosion down through the dipstick area, even though there's no dipstick on it. So yeah, we're gonna clean this baby up with a piece of sandpaper, and then we'll take the car apart, and then we'll see if she fires. Now, Michael Sabo would kick my butt right now if he knew I wasn't using a torque wrench on this. So hopefully he doesn't watch this video and be like, what the hell, John? Why aren't you using a torque wrench on that thing? It should be 27.582 inch-pounds and a quarter turn on top of it. Hopefully we get some fresh fuel in the tank. I don't know what is living in that thing. And then hopefully she fires up. Oh, man, it looks like somebody was really desperate to ride this thing. Holy Christ, there's electrical tape holding the... oh my God. There is electric tape holding the air tube on. Oh my God. You don't have a hose clamp? Just put some electrical tape on it. That'll hold it on there. Looks like this thing's meant for mud, man. Holy Christ, the snorkel goes all the way up to the front. Usually they're just under the seat and done. Looks like they probably didn't have enough room under the seat for it, though. Let's try and get the electrical tape off. My God. I've never seen spring clamps like that before, ever. Super weird. All right, Carb, you're coming off of there. Come on, please. God, this thing is so gorgeous. I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to own this thing. Oh, so they designed it where you have to take the whole suspension off to get the stupid airbox off. Come on, really? I'm emailing somebody at Kawasaki. We're going to have a talk about this thing. Okay, that's the throttle cable, which is coming off right now. All right, let's get this thing cut. Perfect. Get this piece of crap out of the way. That frees that up. Trash. That fixes that. So let's get all the electrical tape off of this thing. All right, I've cleaned enough of these. It doesn't bother me if it's on the quad when I do it. Ew! What is that? Nasty! Ew! Is that a sign of bad things to come in the carburetor? I don't know. Carburetor screws are my worst nightmare. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Everything is definitely froze up though. All right, well, let's get these jets cleaned out, get that sucker all put back together, and we'll call her good. All right, guys, so I got the jets cleaned out. I'm just gonna put them back on here real quick. This thing ought to fire up. I gotta actually clean the tank out real fast before we try to fire it. The jet's cleaned out really easily, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this thing doesn't give me a bad time trying to start. But you never know. You never know what can happen with these older ATVs. So, quick tip, pro tip, don't put electrical tape on the back of your carburetor to hold the air intake on. Okay. We'll dump the tank out quick. Not even gonna make it look pretty or anything. All I wanna do is get it connected. Bet you that's reserved, bet you that's on. All right, guys, so I found a little bit of premix, like a semi-high octane from the Banshee that I don't use for the Banshee. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of this. I don't care if there's a little bit of oil in it. And then if it fires, I can always swap it out for regular gas then. All right, fingers crossed. Hopefully she fires up. I don't know, we'll see. I saw a spark, we'll turn the choke on a little bit. We'll see what it does. I don't see gas leaking. Oh! Come on! There it is! Woo! Yeah! How's that for $80? Woo! Yeah! Look at that, even the brake light works on this thing! Oh my God, look at that. Woo! That's all I needed to see. Whew, it smells so bad. 80 bucks. Well worth it. This is seriously awesome. Keep in mind, guys, I paid $80 for this Mojave. 80 stinking dollars. It's the cheapest quad that I ever bought, and it runs. That is awesome. This is a spectacle of greatness. I mean, look at this thing in its wild habitat, ready to pounce. I love it. Love it. All right, guys, so I don't have long before the battery on my GoPro dies, so I'm gonna make this real short, simple, and sweet. That is awesome. It actually runs. So in the next video, I'll get a throttle cable ordered. We'll get this thing actually workable so I can actually put it in gear and take it around the yard and see if it actually runs and drives. Because that's only stage one of this, right? And I've got a couple things planned for this world's cheapest ATV. If you guys enjoyed the content and you shared the excitement with me, give me a like, give me a share. Don't forget to blast me a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.